now to signal you're left behind cluelessness as a basic bitch, a normie or a member of the corrupt media mainstream in any way. Instead, we see online the emergence of a new kind of anti-establishment sensibility, expressing itself in the kind of DIY culture of memes and user-generated content that cyber-utopian true believers have evangelized about for many years, but had not imagined taking on this particular political form. Compare the first election won by Obama, in which social media devotees reproduced the iconic but official blue and red stylized stencil portrait of the new president with "Hope" printed across the bottom, a portrait created by artist Shepard Fairey and approved by the official Obama campaign, to the bursting forth of irreverent mainstream baffling meme culture during the last race, in which the Bernie Sanders dank meme stash Facebook page and the Donald subreddit defined the tone of the race for a young and newly politicized generation, with the mainstream media desperately trying to catch up with a subculture in joke style to suit two emergent anti-establishment waves of the right and left. Writers like Manuel Castells and numerous commenters in the Wired magazine milieu told us of the coming of a networked society, in which old hierarchical models of business and culture would be replaced by the wisdom of crowds, the swarm, the hive mind, citizen journalism, and user-generated content. They got their wish, but it's not quite the utopian vision they were hoping for. As old media dies, gatekeepers of cultural sensibilities and etiquette have been overthrown. Notions of popular taste maintained by a small creative class are now perpetually outpaced by viral online content from obscure sources, and culture industry consumers have been replaced by constantly online, instant content producers. The year 2016 may be remembered as the year the media mainstream's hold over formal politics died. 1,000 Trump Pepe memes bloomed, and a strongman larger-than-life Twitter troll who showed open hostility to the mainstream media and to both party establishments took the White House without them. One of the early significant moments of rupture in mainstream internet culture sensibilities was the viral Kony 2012 video. You can map a trajectory through the dominant styles, from virtue to cynical, inscrutable irony, roughly from Kony 2012 to the Harambe meme explosion in 2016. The Kony 2012 film's purpose was to promote the charity campaign Stop Kony, which itself aimed to have the Ugandan militia leader Joseph Kony arrested by the end of 2012. The film received over 100 million views and went so viral that one poll suggested half of young adult Americans heard about it in the days following the video's release, causing its website to crash. Time magazine called it the most viral video ever made. On Facebook and Twitter, a vast audience of Western young people, normally pretty indifferent to the activities of Ugandan war criminals, shared the video, with urgent emotional exclamations attached, which we might now cynically call virtue signaling. But then the video and the campaign started to come under criticism from Ugandans, experts on the region and even their head of state. Denunciations of the video began to pour in for its crass oversimplification, inaccuracy, emotional manipulation, and slacktivism, a now common pejorative also called clicktivism. A mass screening of the film in Uganda was met with jeering and hostility, as viewers were angered that the film was focused on the US filmmaker while neglecting Kony's victims. Western critics eager for shares of righteous approval rushed to expose the insufficient virtue of Kony 2012 and its mainstream supporters. Then, still at the height of the video's viral fame, Jason Russell, the filmmaker, was arrested and detained for psychiatric evaluation after his public breakdown was filmed and released online. This became yet another viral video in which he could be seen outdoors naked and shouting, hitting the ground, masturbating and vandalizing cars. At a dizzying pace, the Kony story had run a now familiar course, from mainstream virtue to competitive virtue hot takes to disgrace to schadenfreude, which would become a standard plot of dark online spectacles in the years that followed. Many of those who had shared the video in the spirit of global goodwill were sheepishly taking it down. Earnest, feel-good, easily shared concern had been replaced in a matter of days with the darker side of the return of a more native, premonetized, anonymous internet culture, schadenfreude, deep cynicism, and the now unstoppable force of public humiliation as viral entertainment.